Yesterday, Judge Thompson granted our motion to allow Mr. Gilley to be at home detention. And we had to come today to execute the paperwork, get the conditions of the release, and go before Honorable Judge Capel for the conditions of our release and sign those documents.
And the conditions are?
Home detention, and he has no social life. That is, he can't go to ball games. He can go to church. He can go to lawyer visits, medical visits, and he can go to work every day. Other than that, he has a GPS monitoring system on his ankle.
So are you happy with the way? Are you happy with the way this settlement came out?
Oh yes, absolutely, elated. I asked him to my right as I was talking with him, where would he put this as far as being the happiest day of his life? He said, next to his children being born and getting married, this is the happiest day of his life.
Any idea when he'll start meeting with the feds on giving testimony and talking about it?
I have no idea.
Where is Mr. Gilley now, and when will he be released?
He is en route to the Montgomery City Jail. He'll be processed and he will be released this morning.
What time do you expect that to be? A couple hours or?
Probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that, real soon.
What's the biggest thing he's looking forward to?
Being with his family. I picked his wife up to bring her here this morning. His two children were going to school, and they were so happy that today was like the last day of school for them.
Are you able to elaborate any more on what's changed from a month ago to today, as far as he was pleading his innocence and now he's pleaded guilty and hasn't pleaded?
Well, in doing this 21 years, it's a normal process for defendants to always plead innocent until you can get all the evidence and review all the evidence and then make a decision based on what their best interest would be. In this case right here, we went over the evidence, and it's in Mr. Gilley's best interest, along with, and this is Mr. Gilley's premise, the people of the state of Alabama. It's for him to accept responsibility and to try and battle the corruption, he's called, from day one.
The other defendants are saying that his plea has nothing to do with them, so are you maintaining that that his plea guilty doesn't have to do with them, or that the justice will serve?
Well, you know, I can't certainly speak for the other lawyers nor the other defendants. I know that my client wanted to accept responsibility. From almost the day that I started representing him, he wanted to accept responsibility. It's nothing that I talked him into. He wanted to actually come before the court and plead guilty. And at this point in time, he absolutely, you saw his agreement, I think it's up to 22 years. There's nothing else on the table. That is it. This release today had nothing to do with his plea at all. It was never negotiated. As a matter of fact, the U.S. government told us time after time again, it wasn't a bargaining chip, and that's the way it unfolded.
Do you expect Gilley to testify in these trials coming up with these other defendants?
I wouldn't want to comment on that.
On his Facebook page, there's several complaints from people who had purchased advance tickets from Bama Jam, saying what's going to happen to their money, they want their money back. What are his plans concerning his business?
I know nothing about that. I'm his criminal lawyer. I know nothing about the civil aspect of it, so I really can't comment on that.
What do you foresee happening to Country Crossing at this point?
Well, I think that I really don't. I have no comment. I really don't know. There's a lot of political things going on with it. Maybe it'll be passed. The bill will be passed. Maybe not. I don't know. But right now, we're concerned with getting Mr. Gilley home to his family.
She's not the greatest running shoes.
We're going to the back.
Life, and you know, it's been a learning experience for me, to say the least. And as I said earlier, I look forward to a new beginning, and you know, continuing to try and improve the state that we live in.
Do you feel like a burden is lifted off your shoulders now that you've pleaded guilty?
In the biggest kind of way, I sure do. I'm tired of living a lie.
Will there be justice at the end of this?
You know, I honestly feel like there will be justice at the end. In fact, I don't have any doubt there's going to be justice at the end. I have confidence in that.
Mr. Gilley, you told us on several occasions that you were not guilty. What has changed?
Yeah, I'm going to let my attorney address those issues, all those questions. Yeah, let me get this. Here's my attorney. Y'all have at him and have fun.
What are you planning about people who bought advance tickets?
I absolutely have regrets, and I'm going to try to make the most. I'll try to make the most of to make amends for those mistakes, and we'll move forward. And thank everybody out there who continued to support. I love each and every one of you, and look forward to a new beginning. My attorney.
You still gonna work on Bama Jam?
Yes, sir. I look forward to getting back on top of that. My attorney gonna address you now.
Appreciate it, Ronnie. Thank y'all. Thank you a lot.
Yeah.